Imagine you're sipping your favorite coffee in a cafe, using their free Wi-Fi to check emails, but did you ever stop to think, how secure is this wireless connection? Welcome to the world of wireless security, a realm that often gets overlooked in our relentless pursuit of convenience and connectivity. It's a complex landscape teeming with intricate technology and jargon, but don't worry, we're here to simplify it for you. Wireless security, in its most basic form, is the prevention of unauthorized access to networks and data transmitted via wireless communication methods. It's a digital fortress designed to protect our online lives from the prying eyes of cybercriminals. Every time you connect your device to a Wi-Fi network, be it at home, work, or your favorite cafe, you're stepping into this fortress. But how strong are its walls? Now let's put things into perspective. Picture a public Wi-Fi network as a crowded marketplace, a place where data from numerous devices mingles openly like the bustling crowd. Now imagine a pickpocket in this crowd quietly sifting through the chaos looking for an easy target. This, dear listener, is a cybercriminal in a public Wi-Fi network, waiting for an opportunity to steal your data. In this digital age where our lives are increasingly intertwined with the internet, the security of our wireless connections becomes more than a matter of convenience. It's about safeguarding our personal and financial information, our privacy, and ultimately our peace of mind. Now you might be thinking, that sounds complicated, but here's the good news. While the technology behind wireless security can be complex, understanding its importance and practicing safe habits needn't be. It's about being aware, staying informed, and taking the necessary precautions. So let's dive in, strip away the complexity, and get to the heart of what wireless security is all about. Let's make sense of the technical terms and processes and discover how you can protect yourself in this wireless world. So the next time you connect to a Wi-Fi network, remember it's not just about convenience, it's also about security. Now that we've established the importance of wireless security, let's delve into its basic components. Think of wireless security as a three-layered cake. Each layer serves a unique purpose, and together they create a formidable defense against would-be intruders. The three layers are authentication, authorization, and encryption. Let's start with the bottom layer, authentication. Picture this as the bouncer at the door of an exclusive club. Its job is to check if you are who you claim to be. In the world of wireless security, this is done by validating your credentials. It might be a password, a digital certificate, or even biometric data like your fingerprint. The bouncer or the authentication process ensures that only valid users can enter the club, or in our case, access the network. Moving on to the second layer, authorization. This is the club manager who decides what you can and can't do once you're inside. In wireless security, once you're authenticated, the authorization process determines your level of access. It's what decides whether you can only read files or if you can edit them too. This layer helps to minimize the potential damage if an intruder somehow bypasses the authentication process. Finally, we have the top layer, encryption. Imagine this as the secret language spoken inside the club. Even if someone sneaks into the club, they won't understand the conversation without a special key. Encryption turns your data into a secret code. The only people who can understand this code are those who have the decryption key. This ensures that even if a hacker intercepts your data, they won't be able to make sense of it. So there you have it. The ABCs of wireless security: authentication to verify identities, authorization to control access, and encryption to keep the conversation private. With these elements in place, a wireless network becomes a fortress, resistant to external threats. But why are wireless networks vulnerable in the first place? Well, here's the thing. Wireless networks, by their very nature, are open systems. They're designed to be accessible, to allow devices to connect from anywhere within their range. And this open nature is what makes them inherently vulnerable. Imagine you're having a conversation in a crowded room. Everyone else in the room could potentially overhear your conversation if they're close enough. That's what's happening with wireless networks. When a device communicates with a wireless network, it's like it's shouting out its information for anyone within range to hear. Now let's talk about how these vulnerabilities can be exploited by cybercriminals. Hackers can eavesdrop on this shouting match using a method known as sniffing. They use special software that allows them to pick up on these signals and collect the data being transmitted. From there, they can access sensitive information like passwords, credit card numbers, or even control your device. But it's not just sniffing. Hackers can also use attacks like man-in-the-middle, where they intercept and alter communications between two parties without their knowledge, or denial of service, where they overwhelm a network with traffic, causing it to crash. So you see, the vulnerabilities of a wireless network can be like an open invitation to cyber criminals. It's a bit like leaving your front door unlocked with a sign that says, "Come on in." Remember, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. The same applies to wireless networks. So, how can we ensure our wireless world is secure? Firstly, let's talk about practical steps you can take. At home, change your router's default username and password to something unique and strong. Your password should be a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols, making it hard for hackers to guess. Regularly update your router's firmware too, as manufacturers often release updates to fix security vulnerabilities. When connecting to public Wi-Fi, be cautious. Avoid accessing sensitive information like your bank account, as these networks are often not secure. Consider using a virtual private network or VPN to encrypt your data and keep it safe from prying eyes. But we aren't alone in this endeavor. Technology providers play a crucial role in ensuring wireless security. They are responsible for developing secure devices and software, conducting regular security audits, and promptly fixing any vulnerabilities they find. They also need to educate users about security risks and best practices, because a secure wireless world is a shared responsibility. Remember, security doesn't stop once you've set up your router or connected to a Wi-Fi network. It's an ongoing process. Regularly update your devices, keep an eye out for suspicious activity, and stay informed about the latest security threats and solutions. In a world where we're increasingly dependent on wireless connections, ensuring wireless security isn't just an option, it's a necessity.